So standard form of the equation of a circle. So here, this is the standard form of the equation of a circle. We have x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. The h and the k make up the center of our circle. So hk, xy, it is just a point, x comma y, but h is the x value of the center and k is the y value of the center. Notice that inside my equation I have minus signs. Anytime you see a minus sign or a negative inside of an equation or a formula, think opposite, right? So let's say, we'll come back to that in just a second, but remember, minus or negative means opposite. So HK is our center and R is our radius. Now notice inside the equation, my radius is squared. So let's say I have x minus 2 squared plus y plus 3 squared equals 9. So I have here the standard form of the equation of a circle, and I want to know what is the center of this circle and what is the radius of my circle so that I could graph it maybe. So keeping in mind what the actual equation looks like and that I have these minus signs. If I want to pull out or figure out what the center is, I got to go off the opposite. So the minus sign inside my formula means the opposite of h. So here I have minus 2. What's the opposite of negative 2? Well, it's positive 2. So the h in my center is positive. Again, for the k, I have the minus, so it means the opposite. So inside my formula, or inside my equation here, I have positive 3. Well, what's the opposite of positive 3? It is negative 3. So there is my center. It's the opposite values. Okay? Now, to find my radius, inside the equation, remember, I have r squared, so the radius squared. And I have 9. So I need to take the square root of that value, the square root of 9. That's my radius. Now the square root of 9 is 3. So this circle has a center of 2, negative 3, and a radius of positive 3. So let's come over here and let's graph this real quick. I found my information. Now I want to graph it. How would I do that? Well, I'm going to start with my center. So I know the center is at positive 2, negative 3. So I'm going to go 2 on the x-axis and down 3 on the y-axis. So 1, 2, 3, right about there. There's my center. Now since the radius is 3, then that means from the center in, if I go up, down, left, right, I should go a distance of 3 to get kind of the outline of my circle. So I'm going to go up 3, down 3, left 3, right 3. So if I go up 3, 1, 2, 3, that puts me right there. There's the very tip top of my circle. And I'm going to go down 3, so 1, 2, 3, put me right there. It's the very bottom of my circle. And I'm going to go to the right 3, so let's get 3 more going on here. So 1, 2, 3, it's the very right hand side of my circle. And I'm going to go to the left 3, so 1, 2, 3. There it goes, it's the very left hand side of my circle. And on WebAssign, it does a good job of making a nice pretty circle. I'm going to try my best. And there we go. There's my circle. There's graphing. All right, so now let's go the other way. Let's say I have the center and I have the radius and I want to write the standard form of the equation. So let's say I know that my center is, how about negative 4, 5. And my radius is 4. And I want to write the standard form of the equation. So let's get that. I have x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. There's my standard form, and I need to substitute my values back in. So in my center, this is my h value, this is my k value, and I have r to be 4. So I'll have x minus, that's part of the formula, and h is negative 4, squared plus y minus my k value, which is 5 squared, just following the formula, equals the r value squared. R is 4, and I need to square that. And now we'll simplify a little bit. Anytime you have two minus signs or a minus and a negative that are right next to each other, they cancel out to a positive. So this gives me x plus 4 squared plus y minus 5 squared equals 4 squared. Remember, if I square something, that means to multiply that value times itself. So 4 times 4 gives me 16. And here we have the standard form of the equation of the circle that has a center of -4, 5 and a radius of 4.